Sunny Boo Productions, a local leader in non-porno filmmaking. Welcome to Almost Adequate live from my basement on Facebook Live. Hey, good evening, I'm Nuber. We do this every couple weeks, live from my basement. We have fun with this show. We talk about all kinds of weird stuff going on here locally and around the world. Now, we got to have you guys follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We haven't posted anything over there yet, but stuff is coming. Follow us on Twitter. That's an important thing. I'm joined by some friends tonight. Specifically, Dave is here.
That's it? Just Dave, huh?
Dave from the band Grindhouse.
Dave from the band. You guys remember Dave from the band?
Jenny from the Block is here, too. I don't know if you've caught up with her.
Also, Abby Abernathy Miller from Columbus Alive. She's here. Peter John Ross, director extraordinaire, is here as well. Pull yourself up, sir. With Mike Miletic helping in the production tonight. And we got to thank Micah Jenkins, the unsung hero of this show. Micah Jenkins.
Micah Jenkins is the unsung.
He either makes this show good or he ruins it by the fact that he runs sound. So, yeah.
Wow.
Basically, the show might be better without sound is what I'm trying to say.
Understood.
So I was looking at you the other day, Dave, and I realized something.
Just looking at you.
Just soaking
And
you in.
marveling. I want you to take off your hat for a second.
All right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Ross, does Dave look like the bad guy on a video game? Like a mid-level bad guy on a video game that like...
Mid-level?
That looks...
I didn't get the boss?
Hang on, stop. No, you're not a boss. You look tough. But in actuality, you're actually a pushover, but you might give the player, a decent weapon if they defeat you. That's what you look like with the tattoos, the stupid haircut, and the beard. That's where I'm at on you. Ross, I need to know your thoughts.
Without a doubt, he definitely looks like the bad guy from not the first Die Hard movie, but maybe the fourth or fifth Die Hard movie.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Was that a Christmas? That wasn't a Christmas movie either, was it, Ross?
No, the first one clearly. We're not getting there. We're not doing
we
that
talked
again.
about that already. Abby, anything to say about this?
About Die Hard or first-person shooter games? I don't feel like I can bring anything to this conversation.
Thank you.
Not to scare off any of my 16-bit friends out there, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my hat on if that's okay with everybody.
You ruined it. Okay, so Rock on the Range lineup. That was released just a few days ago. Too much fanfare. We'll find out that Tool, A Perfect Circle, Stone Sour, Breaking Benjamin, Godsmack, there's the lineup, coming to town. I was excited for this, and then I looked on Facebook and I saw at least a half dozen people not excited for this show anymore.
Entirely more than a half dozen people.
And I now I'm not excited. They convinced me.
They did.
They convinced me through their lack of evidence, lack of punctuation, spelling, syntax of their posts, bad-mouthing the show. They convinced me it's not worth going to. Abby, are you in the same boat as me?
Isn't that part of the fun of Rock on the Range is to like totally shit on the lineup, like even though you know you're going,
right?
And like making fun of everyone that's going to be there, but then like, hey man,
there
like
you
when
are.
you're in line for
there
the bathroom,
you are all 3 days.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Abby, what are you doing here? Are you lost?
I know, right?
Tool sucks.
Exactly. Like that's like part.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah, why have the internet if you can't bash Rock on the Range even though it sells out in like 30 seconds all the time?
And that's what I wanted to say to the people. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, it is so close to selling out already. They were almost out of early bird tickets before they even announced the lineup. It's gotten to that point that this is what's going on with Rock on the Range. So get those tickets before they sell out, or else you're going to be screwed again this year. And you're just going to sit at home and hate on it.
I just go to Lowe's parking lot and hang out and just jam, dude. Take the top off the Jeep and freaking get the good echo of a freaking good Soundgarden. Oops, they will not be there.
No. Alice in Chains going to be there this year. Who, by the way, excellent lead singer in William Duvall.
Absolutely.
Great replacement for Lane Staley. Okay. Now, I'm not so excited about Rock on the Range, but Ross is really excited about the next thing we're going to talk about, the dip holders. These things are coming. This was invented by a gentleman in Cleveland. Yeah, it's just what it looks like it's going to be. It's going to be
absolutely a Cleveland invention.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Ross is so excited for this because I've always been able to wait to get home to get my chicken dipper sauce. I could always do that, or if I was in a hurry, I could sit in the parking lot. Ross doesn't operate in this fashion. This is going to be life-changing. for
Without a
him.
doubt, this is the most exciting thing since McDonald's lowered their price to $5 for a 20-piece McNugget meal. I have no idea what part of the chicken those things come from, and it's keeping cardiologists in business for at least another year, year and a half from now.
I am not disputing the fact that a chicken nugget in whatever form it comes in is the most delicious thing a person can possibly eat. I cannot dispute that. It is a verifiable fact. But this thing is going to cause accidents because people are going to be dripping honey mustard sauce, cane sauce all over themselves and slamming in the back of me, who's prudent and has my food sitting next to me, waiting until I get home before I eat it. And I know this is going to happen. This is coming, by the way, guys. The inventor came up with this idea, went on Kickstarter, trying to raise 10 grand, $32,000. He was able to raise in no time. Mike, what's up?
That's awful. I mean, we're going to have people driving around, putting on their makeup while they're changing a radio station, while they're taking a selfie, trying to dip a nugget into a friggin' sauce. It's outrageous. It's going to lead to people dying while they're also trying to smoke a bowl or vape or whatever. It's terrible.
So that's what you had to look. Go ahead.
What about like you can't get mad at this guy for inventing something. It was gonna kill people. Like, what about Four Loko? Those were like good times, you guys.
Yeah.
And then like someone had to fucking ruin it with it. You know what I'm saying? So like,
But this is in a car. This is in 2,000
where do you
pounds of
think Four
metal.
Locos people consume Four Locos? Because I tell
At my
you,
apartment. At my apartment.
The country club.
In a stationary place.
And then we mentioned the story, and then Dave brought up something that this is not. Dave is convinced this is not an original idea.
I'm 100% no, it's not an original idea.
salty.
And, no, it's not my. It wasn't
Salty.
my idea, but I had a lady I worked with, and her husband came up with this idea in like '99 or 2000.
People weren't ready.
No, they weren't ready, and and he had a prototype, and he didn't have a name for it. His name was Chad. So we have called. we called it
His
the-
name was Chad,
his
or
name
it
is-
was called Chad.
Well, so be it. We tagged it the Chad. So we were joking about it the last time we all had dinner. Like, hey, how's the Chad going? You know, and so he took this prototype to Wendy's corporate in Dublin, far drive.
Yeah.
And then a McDonald's corporate in Illinois. And they both loved the idea, but they could not get behind it because of distracted driving. And so it went by the
was
wayside.
20 years ago. Here we are.
Here we are.
Operate in the world of
Who's
distraction.
laughing now? The Chad is laughing. That's who's laughing.
What's up,
No,
Mike?
he's
I
probably.
say he really missed an opportunity
Yeah.
because given in a little 2000 election humor there, the way it looks like it's sitting off the dashboard there, he could have called it the hanging
Oh,
Chad.
2000
Ba-dum-bum.
election.
Oh my God.
We're better than that.
2000 election humor. Always our.
I want to say we're better.
favorite
We're not
genre.
better than that. I'm sorry.
Hey, too soon, buddy.
So let's just say.
That's right, actually. Still burns.
I'm just gonna say this: if you rear end me, and because you're fiddling with your dip holder, I'm gonna get out of my car.
That's what we're calling it?
I'm gonna
Fiddling with your dip holder.
I'm gonna get out of my car.
You sound like an old sheriff.
I'm gonna eat, hang on, stop. I'm gonna eat your chicken dippers while I call the cops and Kevin Kurgis, who's gonna swoop in and take care of the situation for me. But don't do it. Don't do it. If you get one of these things, don't use it. I've decided.
That's why.
Get it, don't use it, but don't not get it.
Don't use it. You can. A passenger can use this. You cannot.
If you have a significant other, they can hold the dip or even help you along.
Yeah, this is not for
talking
people
about
with
me. I don't-
friends.
I don't
Like,
inspire that type of loyalty in significant others. So.
This is about self-reliance.
So that's one rule I'm putting down. And Dave recently came up with a bunch of rules specifically for Facebook. I want you to intro this video that we're about to see.
Tell us about it, Dave.
I shall. So every once in a while I go out on Facebook on my own page and I just list a bunch of crap that I find very, very amusing about the average. I shouldn't say. Yeah, it is the average Facebook post that is just. They're awful. They're freaking awful. So I made a video.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm David Adams. You might recognize me from shopping at the local Kroger in Hilliard. And I've accumulated what I like to call Facebook facts. Let's begin. I see you posting about not liking the lineup at a local rock festival. You know what? No one cares. And if you're deleting people off of Facebook and you feel the need to post, I'm going to delete some people off of Facebook. You know what? No one cares about that either. And also the same kind of goes for not giving an F. I don't give an F. You know what? You do give an F. You're posting about it. And the same applies for over it, quote, over it, unquote. You're not over it, man. You are under it, or at the very least, right beside it, man. And looking for general information like, hey, where's this restaurant? Or who sings this song? Dude, you're on freaking the internet! And those are Facebook facts. Thank you so much. I'm David Adams.
I love that.
I can't wait till you get in on this show. Like, and just be like, don't do a Facebook Live show from your basement. You look like an asshole.
Well, that's why you're not my friend
That's
on
like
Facebook.
sound advice. That's actually sound advice.
I lit you the F up on Facebook is what I've done.
We have more of those coming, friends. So don't go anywhere. This is an anthology we're going to be creating about Facebook rules from the mind of Dave Adams. So stand by for that. But first, we have more important things to deal with. A hypothetical Columbus death match. Ross, do we have a graphic or anything like this? We don't have a graphic because we don't fucking need one because it's the best idea I've ever had. What, Abby, what would you say if we were to compile 8 famous Columbus celebrities, okay, and have them fight to the death? But not really to the death because we're not going to try and figure out if they have the heart to kill a man. But like an MMA wrestling match, the winner has to get the other guy to tap out or quit. You would want to see this, right?
I would say, tell me more.
Right.
Immediately, sir.
Right, and that's just it. We can't convince these people to actually fight, and injure each other, so we can at least wonder what would happen.
Oh, yeah.
So we have done our due diligence. We've come up with 8 people that we believe to represent a wide swath of Columbus celebrity, okay? And we're going to put them in a tournament. And then we're going to have individuals on this show advocate for people. And in upcoming shows, you guys will be able to vote who you think would win the individual matchups if they were actually fighting. Of course, we're not talking to the death. We're just saying tap out or knockout conditions, okay? So first, let's go through and let's reveal, and we've done a lot of work to come up with these 8 people. These are the 8 people competing. First off, we have, of course he has to be a part of this, OSU head coach Urban Meyer. There he is, looking very svelte and practicing for the Columbus death match, I'm sure. Next up, personal injury attorney Kevin Kurgis. Very intimidating gentleman. Kevin Kurgis, Urban Meyer. If you're like a mid-level baddie in a video game, those guys are M. Bison. Those guys are...
That's bullshit.
Those guys are...
Dude,
come on, man.
They don't have this!
They don't
Look at
have
that.
a stupid haircut. That doesn't... No.
No, they have the law on their
I was
side.
going to say, they're so good they don't have to look bad. They just naturally are.
Yeah, wouldn't they be above him, like, collecting money?
What?
Like, he's like the muscle and they're like the money guys.
Right, exactly.
Like,
Exactly, yeah. They're the brains behind the operation.
No, Kevin Kurgis is the money guy, and Urban Meyer's like the face. He's like the legit outward face.
Face of the operation.
And I'm the janitor.
Okay, so we got Urban and Kevin. We're going to move on to Director Emeritus at the Columbus Zoo. He's Jungle Jack Hanna. Absolutely has to be a part of our Columbus death match.
I have a question about Mr. Jungle Jack Hanna.
Quickly.
Is he allowed to use his animal as
No,
like
no weapons. No weapons. We're
Bullshit.
going
But that's
straight-
not technically a weapon, though. That's not
You
technically
can't
a weapon.
bring in a liger into the fight, man.
No,
That's not
he's
okay.
pretty much
If
my favorite
he-
animal.
Obviously, like Aquaman, he talks to animals. It's a superpower.
That's not a superpower. We're
Can
just-
Urban Meyer use the rest of the football team?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Can Kevin Kurgis use a car and bad actors? No.
I hate
that's
Mike.
okay.
I want to make it very clear. I hate Mike.
Next up, we have Dave's favorite in the organization. We're talking about Buckeye Guy.
I hate
Hang
him.
on. To clarify what people are seeing, that is Buckeye Guy with a cutout of Buckeye Guy at game day a couple weeks ago. All right?
What's your problem? I like his energy.
We'll get to him in a second. Because we have to see.
Is he terrible? Is there something terrible I don't know?
Okay.
That's been happening a lot lately.
Next up, we have current Ohio governor, potential 2020 presidential candidate. His name is John Kasich. Gentleman John
Wait,
Kasich.
Did you
wait,
just
wait.
call
Do
him
I
a
get
predator
to like?
candidate?
Do I get to like throw
Maybe.
my own hat in the ring on this one?
Why?
I will go toe to toe with that asshole any day.
Okay, maybe. But that's maybe a buy-in round. We'll do John Kasich against Abby. Next up, ABC6 meteorologist Jim Ganal. He, of course, is a part of this.
Whoa!
That will be in our heavyweight
Man.
division.
By the way, I did not miss.
Come on.
He is now on ABC6 because he was on NBC4. He's now on ABC6. He retired from NBC4, and we see why, because retirement was clearly killing that man. He was not on a sustainable course. He's back on the air on ABC6.
I know who's buying the first chicken dipper freaking thing.
$8 grand.
Not the
That
best.
32 grand was from Jim Ganal.
Good one. Good one, bro.
Sorry. Okay, we're moving on. Abby loves Jim Ganal, by the way, if in case you haven't figured that out. The golden voice bum, his name is Ted Williams. He of course, is going to be a part of this. As is our friend Dustin Bates from the band Starset, who we actually might
I
be
have
able
like
to...
zero idea. Should I?
Yeah, just go along with it. Just
Okay.
work it.
Okay.
You're fine. Okay, so first off, am I, like, Kevin Kurgis, Urban Meyer have to be 1 seeds, right? Is there any disputing that?
No.
No? We in agreement? That's good? All right, so we're going to put in the Northwest, so this is the Dublin division. We're going to put Kevin. Okay. So this would be the Northeast, the Westerville division. We're going to put Urban. All right. Now we're just going to go. So this, by the way, for those of you playing along at home, you can follow along here. Can we get that on there? All right. So I'm just going to go down the list. Looks great. I need
No
you guys.
sense spared.
Nobody can see a thing, can they? Can you see that at all?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's
All right,
shining
cool.
up good.
Hey.
All right. So how about Jack Hanna, Jungle Jack Hanna? What are your guys' thoughts?
He's a pretty prominent figure in this town, and he's actually done a lot for the town. Not to advocate for the man, but I think he's a top seed as well.
I think he's a 2 seed.
Absolutely.
I think he messes around with exotic animals. He's sinewy, strong. He's got the old man strength potentially.
Right, but like I don't know, man. He's so chill.
No, but he's killed a primate before with his bare hands.
Clearly.
Yeah. come
Wait,
on.
is that a fact?
No,
Oh, I was going to say. Oh my
Ross-
God, really? What?
Ross,
Yeah.
do you think he's
Our
a 2
extensive
seed?
research found.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll put him as a
Okay.
2 seed.
Okay, Jungle Jack, we're going to put him down here in the Groveport division. Southeast.
That's rude.
That's really unfair to Jungle Jack.
If Kevin Kurgis is in Dublin, Jungle Jack at least deserves
So Jungle
power.
Jack's 2 seed. Continuing on here, we got Buckeye Guy. Dave, what's your story
That's
about it?
Obed.
Explain this.
All right, so I am downtown at Cat's Tires. You guys familiar with Cat's Tires?
Absolutely.
And in walks Buckeye Guy, carrying a packet of glossy 8x10s, asking if
Of-
himself,
Imagine that.
asking if anybody would like his autograph. And I do not. I do not
You
want
didn't
his
even,
autograph.
you didn't even like just to
I
make
didn't
it easy on
even.
yourself?
I didn't even look up. I saw who it was, and I thought, coronary cannot happen quick enough to. I hate him.
Okay. Just by sheer,
Yeah.
since he exists.
Yeah, the existence, and then I also know that when he's down front, during Buckeye games,
Yeah.
those aren't his seats.
Oh,
He
stands in front of people.
Yes, he stands in front of people, and
I think he's one of those guys, if I had to guess, he wants to do that for a living. He wants to be Buckeye Guy for a living, but he doesn't really do anything, so
No.
that's never going to happen. 3 seed, 2 seed, call it. Or do you want to even go
3.
4 seed?
he's a 4 seed.
He's fighting Kevin Kurgis then, first round.
Oh man,
Buck.
That would be one dirty fight.
it would be.
Wow. Okay, that was not expected.
He
but
does have a cape though.
let's continue on. How about gentleman John Kasich? The guy's a 4 seed, however you cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any disputing that, Ross? Do you think he's so tiny? He's a diminutive man. He comes from a blue collar background. That might mean something. Maybe he got in a scrap back in the day. Mike, anything on this?
The guy got his ass kicked by a 70-year-old sociopath. I think he gets to the whatever bottom rung of the seating you can.
Sociopath, though, is an advantage.
Not a 70-year-old
Yeah,
one.
and John is pretty button up together guy that's going to work against him in the Columbus Deathmatch tournament. So we got gentleman John Kasich, a 4 seed, taking on Urban Meyer in the first round. So this is what we got so far, and we're moving on to Jim Ganal.
Abstain.
Are you bowing out?
I don't even know what this is. Like, I've never seen a bracket in my life, so I don't even know if I'm...
Okay.
Is there a Jenny Craig bracket?
I'll tell you what. I'm going to say Jim Ganal is a 3 seed. At one point, possibly a 2 seed. A little out of shape right now.
Did you say 3 bills? Oh, 3 seed. Oh, my bad.
Wow.
Jim Ganal is a 3 seed. We're going to put him over here in the Grove City division.
Oh.
And then we have, who do we have left? Okay, the Golden Voice bum, Ted Williams. Ross, you have a story from him prior to his fame. Now, this was a homeless guy on the street, a guy from the Dispatch filmed him, and he was reading like, hey, this guy has, for $1, he'd like make you sound like you're famous on the radio. It went viral. He now does voiceovers all over the world. But Ross, you worked with him before he was famous. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, like a solid 10 years before that, I had worked for a company and we'd hire him to do voiceovers for our stuff, but he was such a crackhead when we needed like revisions. He wouldn't show up and we'd have to hire somebody else, but then when he came in to get paid, he would bring his crack girlfriend and she would use the bathroom. And what would happen was she'd steal all of our toilet paper, our toothpaste, Kleenex, every soap. And then when they'd leave, we'd feel sorry for him because he'd be crying and everything. We'd write him a check. He'd still leave, and she'd steal all of our bathroom toiletries, man. And so the big thing was when he started to get famous, I said he's gonna screw this up so bad, and he has. He's
doing better. He's doing better than what, I mean, he had a relapse and now he's back. I don't think he's actively on crack right now. And now, if he was on crack, I don't think he is.
Okay.
So, since he's not on crack right now, and by the way, crack performance enhancing, stop that, Ross. Performance enhancing drug, obviously, totally allowed in our Columbus Deathmatch tournament, but since he's not on crack right now, I think he's a 3 seed. I don't think he cuts it.
You're going to need crack if you're going to kick some ass. That's what I think.
Yeah, so we're assuming he's clean. So we've got Golden Voice Bum as a 3 seed taking on Jungle Jack in the first
GVB?
round. GVB, and then I guess Dustin from Starset, a 2 seed, based on his youth. If nothing else, I think that works.
He's too pretty to fight.
Ooh, he's got to fight Jim Ganal. I think he's going to stay pretty after that.
I don't know.
But you know what, guys? It's going to be up to you. We're going to do this in the upcoming weeks. We're going to have people stump, advocate for these individual matchups. We're going to do 2 a week. You're going to vote over on Facebook, and we're going to find out who the Columbus Deathmatch winner is, and they're going to get a trophy. And yes, we have an almost adequate Columbus Deathmatch trophy that people can potentially win. So look forward to that in the coming weeks here on Almost Adequate.
Do any of these patrons have any idea that this is happening?
None.
That's fantastic.
None. They're just going to get this weird
Trophy
in the mail with a DVD copy of the shows showing exactly how they became champion, and they're going to be
DVD copy?
Yes. I'm not giving them a Blu-ray or anything like that. What do you want? Okay. So
Wouldn't VHS be cheaper?
All right. So that's what's happening, and look forward to that coming soon with Almost Adequate. Abby, what's going on with you? You got something big happening.
I'm so excited. So the bar that I'm at all the time, more than maybe I should be, they're having me finally for one of the Friday nights I'm going to be there. Instead of just drinking, I'm going to be DJing too.
Okay.
So I'm super excited. But I need a theme.
You need a theme.
Right, because I don't know. It's on Dolly Parton's birthday, and she's like my spirit animal. Okay. So I just can't not go big.
Any ideas that you're leaning towards right now?
Well, I mean, it is Dolly's birthday, but I don't know anyone that wants to. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know anyone, but most people.
That's a niche audience.
It's not Dolly so much, but it's like, what else are you gonna play? Like Grand Ole Opry's greatest hits.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. That's a crowd. That's a certain crowd. So I want to be a little more open than that. But
we're gonna try and help you here. What's the name of the bar that this is happening at?
it's at Little Rock Bar, one of my favorite spots in town, and in Italian Village down on 4th.
Okay. Mike, you had some thoughts as to a direction she might be able to go with this. What do you think?
I really think Star Trek is underrepresented. Philip is your favorite Starfleet officer.
I didn't understand a word.
Okay.
What was that?
Good talk.
Star Trek officer?
I don't know.
Okay,
Mike
so
had a stroke,
Star
guys.
Trek.
Mike had a stroke.
Oh my God.
This is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, Dave, you have an idea about a theme night for DJ?
Well, now I want to have stroke prevention night.
Stroke prevention night. This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you two things. Number one, your DJ night at this little rock bar will be a fucking miserable failure. And let me explain to you why. Because we're all showing up there, okay? We're bringing Mike. Mike's going to get too drunk.
Oh, you're bringing Mike.
Like
And
that
he's gonna,
just happened?
And he's going to close talk people.
Show up
And-
as your favorite.
Exactly. Ross is going to take off early. Mike is going to take off early. Your husband Dustin's going to leave early. Me, Dave, and Mike. That's the people that you're going to have left in this bar because I'm
Haven't
going
you
to
taken enough?
I'm turning this shit into karaoke. I know that much.
Actually,
right now.
karaoke's before. I'm after karaoke, but before.
Bro, you can't. Oh, again, it's going to be a miserable failure, dude.
Following
It's a
karaoke.
It's a
You're
miserable
the headliner.
failure. So this is what I'll say.
Can you talk me through that? Because I know you've probably experienced that.
You know what? Sometimes you headline.
How does it feel to be this close? But how do I deal? How do I
Sometimes you
deal?
headline, and sometimes you play last. I usually just play last.
Yeah. It's usually
But yes, I
best.
can.
But how do you deal with that?
Well, first of all, I hide in our RV for an extensive period of time.
That you also live in.
So
Actually,
yeah.
I'm just at home until I go into the bar I was gonna be at and play some music. That's actually exactly what I'm doing.
In my RV,
How
I
is it
meant
different?
94 Honda. And by 95
But-
Ford Honda, I meant dumpster.
So this is what I'm going to tell you. It's going to fail miserably. So don't try and impress anybody. Do whatever the fuck you want to do and have fun with it.
Word.
That's it. Because Dave's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Mike certainly won't be going anywhere because, you know, if he goes out on the street, the cops will be waiting
Does
for
he
him.
even have a
so-
license?
I don't know, man.
he have a license?
Not much of one.
Or just a Star
Please
Trek
don't come
face?
to my bar. It's the last thing I have.
Don't ruin this,
It's
too.
all I have.
Speaking of Mike,
Quinn, I'm sorry.
we talked. No, don't be sorry, Quinn. We're going to be awesome guests for your bar. He's the owner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be great over there. Awesome time. So, Mike, we just got to go over this real quick. You were one day away from your no-fap conclusion. You had not masturbated, had not had sex in 1 year. And what happened? Why don't you let everybody know?
I did not lose the nofap. I did not masturbate, but I did meet a gorgeous, stunning, wonderful girl, and we had sex, and I had my first orgasm in 364 days. So 1 day short of a year. 1 day short of a year.
Why am I the only one clapping?
I lasted.
Abby, clap.
Yeah, come on.
What are we
That's
celebrating?
impressive. That's impressive. The
That
fact
he
was
waited
able
that
to-
long, or that it happened? Like what's?
Or that it took that long.
Yes.
Like what?
Yes.
I mean, I want to celebrate you, Mike.
I don't know, maybe there
I
was-
want to celebrate you, Mike. I just.
Maybe
What
there was
was
somebody
somebody-
somewhere that really like was following this and like had a little counter going because we gave actual dates last time we were on
Resetting that
talking
shit
about
is
this.
Yeah. yeah.
And you had to reset the clock and it hasn't been reset since, correct?
In terms of the orgasm,
What?
reset
Yes.
what
Wait.
clock?
The
Yeah.
feels
clock.
grosser
The
when
clock,
he says
'cause you
it.
Yeah.
reset. You had
I
to
wasn't
reset-
trying to go without an orgasm. That just kind of happened. I was trying to go without
That was just
masturbating.
luck.
Okay, but it's over with now, and you're back to like what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, the November 15th is when I had sex.
Dear
so-
diary.
Yeah.
I never. Dear
Let me,
husband
tell, hey,
forum.
let me tell you something.
I never thought it happened to me.
Let me tell you something, and I know that as you've recently been married, you're looking at the back end of any good sex you're going to have the rest of your life.
Fair.
It was worth waiting for.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow. Spoken like one
What
of
are you
those.
what are you gonna do with
those
that?
That
Duggar
sounds like
family
all the
people.
girls that tried to like slut shame me in high school. Like it's worth waiting for. I was like, bitch, you're wrong.
You'll have to take it up with them. I don't know what else.
What
to
are you
tell
gonna do with that pesky penis of yours? Does it just go back in the drawer for 364? What happens now? What happens?
That was a rhyme.
That was amazing.
That was a rhyme.
Just for what it's worth.
Earlier, it wasn't a rhyme.
I see
wasn't
another
right.
rap battle coming into play.
In fact, let's wrap the show up and say this. Don't look forward to a rap battle on the next show. How
Don't
about
look
a
forward to it.
Christmas Carol roast on the next episode of
Shut
Almost
up.
Adequate? In addition to that, we're going to have gift exchanges. That's going to be happening December 21st, live from my basement on Facebook Live. Go follow us on Twitter. Enjoy us on Facebook. Watch this. Watch the Almost Adequate page. We got more stuff coming, more content coming over the next couple days. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Almost Adequate live from my Facebook on Facebook Live from my basement.